So you want your creepypasta on my channel. Hello aspiring creepypasta writer, my name is Mah-Dry-Bread, although you probably know me better as that jackass who dared criticize your favorite story. Your host is always Mah-Dry-Bread. This video is here to teach you all about the rules of getting your story on my show, as well as giving general information you may find useful when writing your own story. Without further ado, let's start with the rules. Rule number 1. The story must be proofread on the forum before it will be read on the channel. We want to make sure that any potential error that may not have been noticed yet is caught and fixed before it hits YouTube. For future reference, every time I say the forum, I'm talking about my personal forum, where all of the fan-made stories you'll see on the show are written. The link to the creepypasta section of my forum will be in the description of this video. 2. If users point out errors in your story, you must fix them before the story will be put on the reading list. We want to give people on this channel the best stories you can find, so it's important to not rush things and to take your time to fix things up. Lastly, rule number 3, do not send in unbroken bricks of text. It hurts the eyes to read and easy to lose your place in. Simply look at any story I've done on the show for examples of how you should format your story. That's it for the rules, now on to things you should keep in mind. The first and most important, stay active on the forum. At the time of writing this, there are about 15 stories in the creepypasta section of the forum that will probably never be read because the author isn't around anymore. They just showed up, posted their story, and left. That means they never updated after proofreading, and they've never been there to say yes when I asked if their story is ready to be on the show. They simply posted their story hoping to get their 15 minutes of fame without ever staying around or contributing anything to anyone else's story. If you want your story to show up on the show, you have to be there to listen to feedback and let me know when it's ready. Number 2. Although I only read one creepypasta a week on the show, an average of 4 are written every single week on the forum. Keep in mind that even after your story is done, it may take a month or 2 before your story is uploaded on the channel. In the future, as stories pile up more, I'll do more specials where I go through many stories at once to catch up. Number 3. Although many people write in Pokemon creepypasta, remember that I'll accept creepypasta for just about any video game, not just Pokemon. Number 4. If you need a bit of guidance in where to go with your story, make sure to check out the guides on the top of the creepypasta section of the forum. They'll give you plenty of information for you to keep in mind while you write your story. Number 5. If someone points out some errors in your story that you're going to correct, don't make another post with the corrections. Simply go to the bottom right of your original post and hit edit. That way you can fix up your story without cluttering up the message board. Number 6. Be ready to take criticism. Remember that no one's out to get you, or to try and hurt your feelings. They're simply telling you what they thought of the story. If it turns out badly, don't take it too personally. Use your past mistakes as a lesson on what not to do, and strive to do even better the next time. Number 7. I pronounce everything in my stories as they should be pronounced in Queen's English. That means if you use Americanized spellings, they will be pronounced as the typos that they are. Just because the United States legalized them in the early 19th century does not mean they're at all correct, and thus I will pronounce them how they should be pronounced, not how they may have been intended. Number 8. Remember that once your story has been uploaded on my show, that literally thousands of people are going to hear it. Use that as motivation to write the best story you can write. And lastly, number 9. Put a lot of thought and care into the name of your story. Before people start listening to the video, all they see is the name, so that's what decides if they're going to click on your story or someone else's. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching all the way through. I hope this has helped clear up any questions you've had, and will help you on your way to making your own story. The description has both the links to the playlist of other creepypasta that I read, as well as the creepypasta section of my forum, where you can write your story. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.